Word. I bet. So we about to do these 5 questions. Got them on my phone right here. Let's get to it. Let's do it. What up, though? YouTube, what's going on? You guys already know it's your boy Pip, and we're back with another breakdown video. We're also gonna do a little bit on my life update and content creation I'm gonna be dropping for y'all. But let's stop talking and let's get to it. Let's go. Bet. Let's get to it. We're doing gold. Alright, so we're gonna start on the 4 hour. So I want to simply take consideration, and we'll restart this. Just restart the chart just to get a clear indication of what's going on in the market. Turn my phone off because that shit is distracting. So boom, I'm gonna take in consideration that price did make a low, which is giving me indication that under this zone, that price is bearish under this zone. If we do look a little bit more to the left, notice that price didn't make a lower low, which is giving you an indication that the bearish trend isn't still in the market until we break these levels of support and continue the bearish trend, which is, notice how price isn't bullish because we're not breaking lows. And what do I mean by price being bullish, breaking lows? I can show a quick formation. When price is bearish, price is doing lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. I only wanted to show this mess because more times than not, the market will show you this type of noise. So taking that in consideration, we're gonna remember that price has to look like this in order to be bearish. And you guys already know if price wants to be bullish, you're gonna want to see it be on the complete upside, which is this right here. I wanted to show it on the upside just to show you that when price is going on the upside, you want to see price making lows, but their higher lows making new highs in the market. Their higher lows failed to make a new high, but still another higher low making new highs in the market. So let's go back on the other side. Let's delete this real quick. Let's take in consideration of what we're seeing right here. Clearly what we're seeing right here is we're seeing bullish trend. We're seeing price came from a low, failed to make a new low because we already seen it. Prices made a high, a higher low, failed to make a new high, but made another higher low, giving you indication that buyers are still in the market. We're just trying to break levels of resistance. Over time, you do see price break the level of resistance, but always take in consideration when price is making new highs, price does have a right, and it has a right, and it will make a form of a retest coming back down to that low that started this move. I say this because when price does come all the way up here, it actually does need to retest its zone and the structure that it made to make sure that bullish trend is still in the market. So now, taking consideration that price is coming back above here. Over London session, we made a high above, price tried to tap a level of resistance, and then we end up coming back under this level of the zone, trying to establish support here. Taking consideration that we did break above this level of resistance first, I understand that this was the one that we want to stay above, but since we broke above this one, we're going to want to go on the lower time frame now. On the lower time frame on the 2 hour, you can see just a little bit more detail, but we're going to go on the 1 hour and 1 second. I just want to take consideration that every 2 candles is a 4 hour. We have a 1 hour and 39 minutes on this one, and if I do go to my 4 hour candle, as you can see on the 4 hour right now, on the 4 hour candle, we have 3 hours and 38 minutes. So taking consideration that that 2 hour candle that we're looking at is just the first half of the 4 hour, and we've already been making clear indication above here. We just need to establish a level of support down here to continue this high. If not, price does have a right to retest around this levels and these higher lows if it really needs to. So now going to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, taking consideration that when price did make this high, I want to say around London and Asian session, notice how price tapped this level of resistance, which was the initial high that price made before coming above this zone that I want to talk about later. Notice how when price made this high, it actually established a level of support under here to continue the zone. So when price came to retest after making a new high, failing to break above this 4 hour high, notice how price came to tap the same zone looking for support in this area. We're not looking for support in this area, which is why I'm waiting for price to establish a level of support above this area to start attacking this zone. Because if we can get in above here or above here, these 2 areas are clear indication that buyers are in control in the market. So we can now push price up if we go to the 4 hour to see our zones and start understanding our execution and take profit levels. We'll notice that on the 4 hour, if you do look and zoom out to the left, when price was making a bearish momentum off of this low, notice how this was the last area buyers had momentum before sellers controlled it and failed to close above, selling back under. I only say that because when price made this low and it started to retest, notice how price broke above this level, made a retest, giving us a higher low above this zone, and continued to trend beautifully above this zone. Beautifully, because you would have gotten a buy here. Price would have came to wick all the way down, but it didn't even come close to your entry, and you would have ended up for a nice sweet trade. So what I'm looking for with this trade is, if I can see price break or establish support above this level or this level here, I want to take buys above this zone and potentially all the way up here. That is a big close to a swing trade move. So on the 1 hour, when we go back down for detail, let's just let it load for a quick second. 1 hour for detail, what I like to do is I'm looking for 1 to 3s, 1 to 5 the most. Don't like to do too crazy when it comes to my risk reward. It's about being more consistent on your trades. So on the 1 hour, I could either be looking for price to establish a level of support above here, waiting for this breakout to hop in buys, and I'm waiting for price to close above this zone to hold my trade. Or I'm waiting for price to come above this zone, close, and establish a level of support above this zone, so I can see price continuing to these levels. Because if we can hop in a buy level around here or around here, and we're looking for this zone to be touched. From here to here, that is already 1400 points, which is really like 140 pips. And then if we was to come around here, we're already in the 200 pips, 2000 point level. So you can already see that on the day trading wise, this is going to be the initial zone that we're looking for. On the higher time frame with the 4 hour, let it load again. So now on the 4 hour, if we was to zoom out and look at the take profit levels, notice how that 4 hour resistance is actually just this zone right here. But on the higher time frame, price can potentially come all the way up to this level of resistance up here. I cannot remember why I have the zone. I think it is a 1 hour showing a lower high right here, but I don't want to focus on this noise, so I'm going to delete it. If I don't see price above this level in this key area, I can delete the noise. I want to focus on the 4 hour zones to correlate it with the 1 hour, and then slowly go down in the time frame to correlate that detail with the technical analysis areas. And with that being said, that is really it with gold, because with gold, I'm just waiting for buying levels. I know price can sell, but if price is not selling or showing me bearish momentum, I'm not going to be getting too hung up on sells, because like I said, with sells, we need to see lower highs and lower lows being formed. And right now, we're not seeing any forms of that at all. We're not seeing levels of support being broken, so we need to be patient and wait for levels of resistance to be turned to support and price continuing on the trend. And with that being said, that is really it with the breakdown. If y'all have any questions, just leave them in the comments. And let's go over here and let's go finish off the video with 5 great Q&A questions I was asking around, and I found a good couple amount of questions, so let's go do that over there. Just so y'all know, I ain't capping. 2.6 on a beautiful gold trade, crazy lots, current price, and you see where price is at and where I filled. You guys already know where I get to it. Word. I bet. So we about to do these 5 questions. Got on my phone right here. Let's get to it. Let's do it. When did you start trading? So when I started trading actually at a young age. Getting put on with my girlfriend's friend, who's still my girlfriend at the time. They were trading, and it was basically a little small academy, and I had to put money in, and I didn't know a lot. So at first I'm thinking everything is a scam. I'm not learning anything. Of course, it actually was. I was putting money into an account, and mind you, I was only 15, 16. So I couldn't even make my own account. I had to use someone else's account, and they made a mini MTF4 account. When I put money on there, mind you, I have to send them the money so they can put it on there. I ended up flipping $100 that I had on there. I ended up flipping that to 3 bands. I was like, word, I'm trying to cash out just so I could feel like it's real. When it was time to cash out, them niggas ended up burning me and they took all my money. 15, 16, I really looked at trading and investing as like a huge scam, so I strayed away from it. Started doing my own type of businesses. I was selling clothes, candy, reselling a lot of stuff out there and just making my money while I had a little side job. And then when I was coming up around 18, 19, that's when I got back into trading. Around that time, that's when funded accounts got hot. And like during that time, I lost a bunch of funded accounts. So from that time, like, that's really when I started trading. Bro, I'm not playing. Go down there, hit that subscribe, hit that like, see that comment, get to the keyboard, get to your phone, and get to tapping. Be great the only way up. Let's get it.